Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique. Welcome to Medora Budgets. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. It's myself and Sweets, married with a whole bunch of kids, trying to figure out our future family and finances so the decisions we're making now won't negatively impact us in the future. Today is Thursday the 20th and I'm on a quick break at work. This won't take too long. You guys probably will see this video on Friday. I am just a little bit stopped up. I've had a rough couple of days. Last night after I got off work, all I wanted to do was go lay down. And shout out to all of my kids. They handled everything. Kim was like, that's my oldest, was like, I'm gonna take care of the kitchen. The youngest, Corinne, she was like, I'm gonna go and get you something to eat. The boy said, Micah said, I'm gonna go and take out the trash and yada yada yada. All you have to do is lay down. I literally slept from 6:30 until around 3 or 4 a.m. I've never done that before in my life, but I woke up smelling the sunshine with all kinds of energy. So I'm up cleaning the bathroom at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then everybody starts yelling, talking about go to sleep. So it's all good. So I am definitely feeling better, but I came in here because I logged into YNAB just to reconcile some transactions, and I wanted to show you guys this, and then we'll just talk about it for a minute. So came into YNAB to reconcile some transactions, went over to my reflect as far as my age of money is concerned. What'd that say? That says 3 days. A week ago, I showed this age of money to you guys and you saw 45 days. And now you see 3 days. So let's talk about it. It's not that much of a stressful situation because, well, let's just talk about it overall. So why does my age of money only show 3 days now from 45 days? It's not that I spent all of the money. The money is still in my bank account and still available. But what happened was that I have had to handle a lot of different transactions for my family. And so I think what I'm going to title this video as is managing my money versus managing my family's money, or managing my family's money versus my goals, my financial goals. I've had to do another reset, y'all. And I did one several months ago. Whether it was needed or not needed, I'm not sure, but this time I definitely needed it. So here are the things that have happened over the last few weeks, or last several weeks. Number one, my daughter has had to have some work done to the car that she just got. She ended up having to get a starter. So when she found out that her starter was messed up, we called our mobile mechanic. He's the one who told us it was going to be $440, and he takes cash, or like a Zelle or Cash App or Venmo, something to that effect. She had the money saved up in her savings account, but I had to move the money around to get it into an account that I could do a Zelle or Cash App from. The bank that we are all banking with is a community bank, and because of that, they're very small. They don't allow a lot of different things. So there's no Zelle, there's no Cash App. They do a P2P relationship where you can send money person to person, but only at a max amount of $250 a day. So you can already see the issue, right? So I got the money, but now I've got to break up the payments, etc. But the guy, the mobile mechanic, is not going to take broken payments. He's not going to get paid half of it one day and half the next. So that meant me moving money around in different accounts. And YNAB can handle those, but it does make it a lot more difficult when you are moving money back and forth and you're engaging accounts that are not connected to YNAB to move money into accounts that are connected, or vice versa. And so it was just a lot of transactions that I was adding. When you couple that with my son having car issues, and whether or not, if you guys don't know, Micah, my son, sends me his money every time he gets paid, and then I give him money when he needs it. This has worked very well for him. He said he spends money all the time. He prefer to have it someplace where he can't see it, can't touch it, and he only gets it when he needs it. I have given him my pretty much my Ally checking account. That's what I use that for. I don't use it for anything other than moving money around and giving him some of his money, taking it from the high yield savings account where I have it all stored, and then moving it into the Ally checking account, and then Zelling it to him as he needs. Well, Mike has had some car issues as well. He's had a lot of car issues. He just bought a car. He's paying on it. His car payment and his insurance comes directly out of the Ally checking account on auto draft. We got that set up. So that's been pretty easy. But his engine went out in the car. Luckily, it is a Kia and it is still under warranty. We did pay to have some additional warranties on it, but it was under warranty. Kia will fix the car for free. Got him a brand new engine, but it took 2 weeks for them to get the engine in and be able to put it in to the car. And during that time, he had to rent a vehicle. Instead of paying to rent a vehicle for 2 weeks, he decided to rent a vehicle only when he needed to work. And then he turned the vehicle in on the days he did not have to work. And he would just either use my car or he would just be at home. And that meant that there were multiple payments to a car rental company. And I would send him money for the car rental. They do a hold on it for a certain amount. When he turns the car back in, they release part of the money as the hold. And he's sending that money back to me for me to hold until the next time he needs to rent it. You can see what the problem is. So that went on off and on for 2 weeks. After he got the car back, we were about a week in, and I was like, gosh, let me try and get all these transactions cleared. Because again, some of these accounts are connected to YNAB and some of them are not, which is causing an issue, at least for me, in the way my brain works. So about a week after he's gotten the car fixed, the car breaks down again. Now he needs a new transmission, and the transmission is free, but we have a week and a half of having to do more car rentals. So y'all, I've been moving money back and forth for my daughter, my youngest, and then my middle child, my son. And then now for Bean's birthday, I'm buying things for him. Some of those things are purchases that I'm making as his nana. And then some of them are purchases that I'm making. And then the kids are giving me, the kids are giving me the money back for those. Again, multiple transactions that are being made. And some of them are connected to YNAB and some of them are not. So at the end of the day, I looked at my budget. I thought I cleared everything out and thought that we were okay. And let me go here and show you guys. And I'm going to go and open that budget. And here's where we were. I had a total of $300 that I had overspent. And I could not figure out where all of that overspent is. As you can see, it says it's in transfer because it was a lot of transfers going back and forth. So that totaled up to $300. I haven't been able to figure out what that problem was. And then I had another $45 that when I went to my December. So that first one I was in November, I went to the December, and it's saying I'm $345 overspent in December, which for the life of me, I could not figure out. So I handled all of the transactions. It felt like I did. It felt like I categorized all of the transfers correctly, but something's wrong. Something was wrong in there, and I could not figure out what it was. So at the end of the day, I decided to do a reset or a refresh or whatever it is that you call it and just start from scratch. And I did that, earlier this week. And so that's how we got where we are now. So when you do a reset in YNAB, they take all of the money, they put it back up into a pool. And then from there, they put it all back up into a pool, and then from there, you just allocate it back out again. And so that is what I did. Now, I will say, and I'll go in just a little bit more. Sorry, you guys. I will say, once I did that, I am still set to have all of my expenses for November taken care of. I am still 1 month ahead. the money is still there. It's just I had to do a reset. One of the other things that I decided to do, well, let you guys see it over here in the corner. So my bills account, excuse me, I used to have bills account and used to have bills buffer. I took my bills buffer, transferred all of the money out of my bills buffer account. It's now in my bills account, and I'm closing that bills buffer account that's in the community bank. So I will only have one account associated for me in there, and then I'm connected to Corinne's savings account as well. But I'm still not going to show that in YNAB because that's not my money, it is hers. For the 360 checking account, that's with Cap One. That will be my account for my variable expenses. Bills account will be the account for all of my bills. So everything under things happen, why I gotta work, and just annoying. All of those now are under bills account. So I'm closing another account. For the Ally High Yield Savings account, I've decided that I am going to still have it reflect in YNAB, but it is no longer connected to the actual account. And I removed the Ally checking one altogether for sure. The reason why I'm doing that is it's a lot easier for me to manually update that high yield savings account when I'm moving money out or around versus having YNAB pull the totals and the transactions, etc., and then asking me to justify it or what category it needs to fall in. That's just been a lot more difficult for me to handle. I still have my loans added in here. I had to go in and put that information back in. So we still have Green Sky, Nelnet, and Rooms to Go. I have decided to go ahead and add Bridgecrest there though, because for Bridgecrest, I am now paying them bi-weekly when I get paid. Instead of waiting until I have a monthly amount, I am paying them now bi-weekly. And I've already noticed a difference in the interest that is charged. So when I was paying them monthly, and I might show you guys a screen capture up here so that you'll see it. The amount that I pay is $520, and it has basically been 50-50. 50% of that has been going to principal. The other 50% has been going to interest, which is ridiculous. And like I said, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of that. But since I started to pay them bi-weekly, that interest amount has come down. Now it has been very low a couple of times, but I think we're going to average out with it being at around $100 or $150 as opposed to being closer to $250 or $260 for that. So I can see where I'm going to see an improvement on that. I decided I want to go ahead and track it in YNAB as well. So I have added that here also. So those are some of the changes that I've made. And now what I did not realize at the time that I decided to do a reset or a refresh was that my age of money was going to set again. I don't know why I was thinking, hey, maybe it'll carry over, but it did not. So we are starting from scratch again, but the money is still there. And the longer I go without spending that money, the better off I will be, and the quicker this will start to move up. I don't know what I'm going to do around this whole transitioning money for my family. It is difficult when you're the primary person that really budgets and you're holding yourself and your family accountable for that money. My kids, I want to teach them the right way and teach them what to do. I want them to be independent. And it's hard for me to say I'm not going to help them out with that, because at the end of the day, they're coming to me and saying, I know it's better if you hold on to my money and I just get it when I need it, because if you give it to me now, I'm going to spend it. So when they come to you like that, as a mama, I'm trying to help, but it definitely is just impacting me overall, trying to keep track of it. I have enough tabs open in my brain than having to also worry about how I'm moving their money and helping them to manage their money. But at the end of the day, I want them to be successful. And so I don't know. We shall see. All right. That is it. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.